what up? I'm Parks Bonifay. I'm here with the Ronix 2010 Relik boot. A little boot summary. Pretty much, I've been in wakeboarding since there were no boots. When I got into it, there was just straps and bungees. So I've seen a lot of the evolution of how boots became into bungees to just common double wrap rubber boots, and a lot's changed over the years. Like, and boots in the past have been, when you have double wrap boots, you used to stay in, you have to crank them so tight. So what I feel that does is it creates a lot of pressure in one spot of your boot. Now with the way we make our boots and the liners and closed toe, it really adds an even amount of pressure all over your foot, which makes your feet not cramp when you're in the water. So yeah, and through the transition of the evolution of boots, I've designed a lot of different boots. And one thing that I've always kept in common with any boot that I've pretty much designed is I really like a lot of mobility on how a boot flexes side to side. Like when you're doing pokes and the way you fall sometime, I really feel it's important for your foot to have an ankle to have as much mobility as you can. So with the mesh and the soft articulating cuff, you really have as much side to side relief as you get, maintaining like as much heel hold as you need. It's really important for your heel not to come off the tail of the board. One of the unique features with the Ronix boots is that we have Intuition liners. Intuition pretty much has an exclusive contract just with us, so we ensure that you have the only heat molded linings that you can get. Heat molded is when you buy a Ronix boot in the store, you can put it on a cooker for like 5 minutes, and what it does is it heats up the foam inside, which makes it expand. You put your foot in, tighten it down, and as the heat cools, it contours to how your foot. A lot of people have different shapes of foot. Some narrow, some fat, long. Heel arches is always different, so when you can assure that your boot is molded pretty much custom to your foot, you're good to go. One of the features with the Ronix Pro Model boots is I like for every part of the boot to have a function. I hate it when there's just a strap that just really doesn't do anything. So on a Ronix boot with the Relik, when you pull the bottom one down, it has this little feet belt, like seat belt, but for your feet. So it's a feet belt. I think it's funny too. And what that does is when you tighten it up, it pulls your heel back to the back of the boot, giving you less heel lift and better response. That combined with the silicone ink in the heel, and what that does is it's pretty much a grippy material that just holds your heel down to the boot, and which is really important. Well, with Ronix boots, our boots are made overseas, but with that, we've also think it's important that you source the best materials from all over the world. So we've gotten materials from over 4 different countries to combine into the Ronix boots. And with that, I feel it's the best boot that I've ever had on my foot, period. With the closed-toe boots, a lot of the common things that people think will happen is that the water can't get out. For that, we got a lot of holes going through the bottom to where you get max drainage with your boot, which is really important to keep it light while you're on top of the water. Along with that, we got solutions that we spray on the inside and outside of the liner to make them not stink. It's pretty much like an antibacterial thing that doesn't let any mold grow, so your boots stay odorless, which has been a problem in the past, as some of you may know. So I'm Parks Bonifay. This is my 2010 Relik boot. It's pretty much the lowest boot of the line. Gets a lot of side-to-side flex. It's the most lightest boot in the whole market, and it's what I believe in. I feel it's the best boot that I've ever made with the baseless pate and how much heel lift that you don't get. And I'm Parks Bonifay. I'm out.